Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of new content for me.
Easy there.
Like, very new content for me. Is if you're someone like me, and you've been playing Red Dead for a very long time, it could be an hour, it could be 3 hours, it could be 4 hours. Here's some tricks that I've learned about Red Dead. In general. In general, these are some things I've learned about the game. This mission right here, the veteran missions, you want to save those for when you are playing as John.
Come on, fella. You're
Why
okay.
do you want to save them as playing as John? Well, simple. If you play them as Arthur, you will lose the horse that you get from him. So do that later on into the game.
Good boy.
Another thing, a lot of people don't really go for the 100% completion because I think it's gonna be a lot like getting 100% completion on Grand Theft Auto 5. I assure you, it's pretty easy. It is pretty easy. It is fairly easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to beat all of the main story missions, leave your mark on 10 strangers. Bounties, 5 bounties, chance encounters, you need 25. Gang ambush, hideouts, points of interest, graves, cigarette cards, dinosaur bones, legendary fish, hunting will quest. The most difficult things to get 100% completion are the challenges and hunting will quest. Which is another thing. If you are looking for certain types of birds, I suggest going to Fort Riggs, or you come over here to another fort. Right here. For this place. Because for some reason, sparrows and all kinds of birds spawn here. I don't know why, but for some reason, it just does. Pretty sure we all know about the Gold Bar, Braithwaite Manor, and the one in Lymphony, the burned down town over here. That's another thing. As soon as you can recognize what animals are what on your map, you will have a way better time. That's a ram, wild boar, rabbit, moose, beaver. And that's another thing, a very cool thing about Red Dead. Now, for snakes, whether if you're trying to get the snakeskin saddle, don't worry. I find more abundance of snakes in, where was it? It was in Lagros. Like, not here, but it was somewhere around here. Point of the story is it's easier to get water snakes. Now, the most challenging thing to do is this fish right here for the 100% completion. You need to get all of the fish. Uh, the suggestion is it just involves a lot around luck. If you're trying to get a boat, I would suggest getting one right here. That's where I got mine. Almost all of the things you need for the Duchess and other animals side quests to get the Hatham right now can be done in basically the swamp region of Lemoyne. You can find all of your plants, all of your exotic birds you need here. Very so often you have to travel around deeper into the area. That's another thing. If you're playing an older version of Red Dead, there is a chance that the Wapiti Reservation will be populated. Right now it is unpopulated. Another fun fact, Arthur's grave is around here, which is very interesting considering the placement. I guess next to the Witch's Cauldron, this little crate area right here that I think has a treasure hunt you can do if you have a certain version of the game, and Mysterious Hill Home. challenges for Red Dead are pretty complex, I'm not gonna lie. Especially when you hit like the major survivalist things. Sharpshooter shit. Master Hunter is also a very difficult one. Gambler challenge is pretty easy. Horseman, easy. But starter challenges, I would recommend Explorer or Bandit challenges. Because those are the easiest ones to do. Bandit and Explorer. Herbalist is very fucking time consuming. This one. Herbalist 9. Herbalist 10 is pretty easy. Bandit is basically same shit, different day. Explorer is basically treasure hunts. Bandit is for Deadeye. Gambler is also Deadeye. And Sharpshooter is also for Deadeye. So you will have to do all of these challenges. All of them. Weapons Expert 9 is pretty easy. There's a certain mission you can load up and get the bow kills. I have yet to do that, to be honest with you. And that's another thing. You can have certain things enabled. Like, that's another thing. If you get bored with the game, just go out and find all the cheat codes. I found them all because I have multiple playthroughs of this game. But, however... No, I don't want to activate. No, I don't want to activate. There is still another level of Deadeye that I'm missing. That's another thing. If you find fishing is a little bit too difficult, cut on this little setting. Instead of having to use the little whatever you want to call it, it just makes it to where you do that. Tap assist, tap to hold delay. Another thing, if you play Red Dead Online, I would suggest doing blood money bounties. Just because of the fact that I have made up to 30 gold nuggets. Hello? Do I have two different pairs of gloves on? Okay, no, they're the same pair of gloves. Another thing is knowing what animals you need to kill with certain types of stuff. Repeater works very well for hunting beavers, big game like buffalo, cougars, and alligators. You use improved arrows. Another thing. Another challenge that is probably very difficult. I believe it's Sharpshooter. No, it's not that. Survivalist, maybe? Yes, this one. Survivalist 7. Get 8 small game kills with consecutive shots using small game arrows. You probably already may know about this fucking location, but it is... Where is the water at? Here it is. Going in here, you can find bats spawning. That's pretty easy to get your 8 consecutive kills. Use Deadeye, use small game arrows. Bats can be taken down pretty easily. In fact,
Boy.
let me check out my 0 of 6 animal kills without reload or switching. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So basically you can't reload because why the fuck would you want to reload? That's another thing. Fast travel. Fast travel is fucking amazing in this game. Talismans are also a very good part of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a very good part of the game. I've been playing this for a very long time, and I still don't know what all these are. I know one of them is a Panther Eye Trinket. Ravenclaw, my favorite, by far, is the Ramhorn Trinket. So whenever you pick any herbs that you use to cook meat with, you get ×2. So instead of getting the 1, you get 2. And there's also another one that increases the amount of looted money you get. This one is also a very good one. It could turn a good quality animal that you killed into a perfect quality. Crowbeak, looted ammo. If I go to process and I do compendium, it's almost fully there. But if we go directly to here, we can see all of the trinkets that I have collected. Bear Claw, block, looted money by 10%. This is also a very good one. I will admit, this trinket combined with the arrowhead you get for doing all the dream catchers is amazing. This one is also good, and then you just have all of the other shit like right here. Plus the boar tusk and that one. That is another thing. If you are in late game, like I've talked about, you've already beat the game. Just do multiple playthroughs. There's nothing to be ashamed of by having multiple playthroughs of Red Dead. That's another thing. You could do what I did as Arthur and hunted all the animals I need to make certain satchels and then casually walk the way up to it. Or if you're in late game, you can just, same thing with all of these recipes, you can just buy them all. And another thing about Red Dead, it is one of those games you can play hundreds of times and you will always find new things. And that's another thing about Red Dead. Just shut your ass up for a second and listen to the noises around you. Like, that could tell you a whole lot about the game. Another major problem when you beat the game and you're not playing as Arthur is finding outfits that look good on John Marston. This is the Burn Downtown where you can find a gold bar. I already got it. Treasure huts are a great way to make a bit of money. And that's another thing. When fast traveling, these cutscenes, the stuff you're seeing right now, are important. They either have loot or just normal shit, or they just look very cool, to be honest with you. Another thing about this game is that you are gonna have to kill some animals. When I say some, I mean a lot of animals. See, I'm not gonna use the perfect arrow, normal arrow. I'm just gonna do that. You do lose honor, but late game, it doesn't really matter. Another thing that's really helped me out is making a list of all the things I need to hunt. Normally you have about 5 to 15 seconds before you get a wanted level. Good. Good. That one right there is perfect. Aim for the red spots. See, I missed that red spot, and now it's actually still perfect quality. And see, now it's poor because I missed so many shots on said sheep. Sheeps, roosters, and a lot of good animals do spawn here.
It's nothing, boy. Good fella. You're a good boy. You're learning.
Typically, as soon as you get out of the circle... Wait, why isn't it not flashing down? And that's another funny thing about story mode compared to online. Just the default horse, just the default Tennessee Walker you get at the beginning of the game after your main horse dies. With a proper saddle and good store-ups, it's decent. And another thing, if you want an Arabian, I would recommend waiting to get one when you're John, because you lose everything as Arthur when he dies. And that one little charade at a bounty of $80.
Come on.
Another cool thing, if you need money, don't just sell the herbs you get straight up from picking. Do the little bit of effort to make tonics. You can sell the tonics for at least $1 compared to the 70 cents you would get if you don't. For some reason, if I would have crashed my horse with a bigger pelt on my horse, it would have fallen off, but the small ones, they just stay. I can't really explain why they do, but they kind of just do.
Quality hide makes the hardiest clothes around. Don't doubt
And it will take quite a bit of time to even get all these outfits crafted. The only big problems are when it comes to hunting cougars. They are a pain in the ass. The same thing with panthers.
Every one of my travels is a little different. Every cow is a little different. You'll find them nowhere else.
And another
You
cool
young
thing
bucks
about
have
this
it easy
game,
down here in the south.
the
I once
saddles you
tracked
can
a
craft from the
red-tempered
trapper are
moose
way
4
better
days
than
across
what
an ice
you can
sheet
buy
just to eat a square meal.
right now. They are 50 times better than what you can fucking buy.
Ready, boy?
I'm gonna go ahead and do my challenge where I need to kill so many animals without reloading. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've been putting it off for a while. This is also a beautiful location to go fishing. Don't forget your lantern whenever you're going out. Another word of advice. Poison toad, I need to study that. Yeah, see, I can no longer pick it up because I used a bow and arrow. Doesn't make sense, but it's Red Dead. What are you gonna do? Another fun thing is some bodies of water you can cross as John, but others you just cannot cross at all. It makes no sense. But what are you gonna do? This is also technically a mission area as well, if you need rats. Down here's the place. I believe this is also a treasure hunt location as well. And here we are. And there we go. I should have honestly used a Vermont rifle. I honestly didn't think about it. But that's all I got.